This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, why do you have to give us such a negative example?
Who be doing
Whatever
that?
we were just talking about, why did you just turn it to
Listen.
something so negative, bro?
Because you.
I thought it was gonna be a positive, him taking his kid and doing something with it.
But this
No,
what I'm saying.
just
It's
doing it
like
for more
they
bitches.
turn it into something negative. It's never, oh, I'm just doing this for the kid to do this for the kid. They literally go out and be modeling to do this shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna go take this kid in a something full of bitches, you know, just so they can see
What
me
if-
with my kid.
How y'all feel about having like your sibling carry your kid? I guess I'm asking you, Ace. No? Do people do that?
People do that.
Yeah, people do that.
I feel like it's too close to home.
So this was my thing. I was thinking of, you know, maybe adopting, you know, I don't even want to get into the story, but adoption came up, right? And I was thinking, like, if I adopted from my sister having a kid or whatever like that, it would be crazy because I would never want the child to not know who their parent is. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm their caregiver, you know, but it is really close. Like, if I'm really their auntie and I'm trying to have them call me mama or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That can be confusing to the child, especially if their mom is around. Like, my sister one of my best friends, so you know what I'm saying? That'll be weird.
I don't know what I would say if a person ever asked me to. I don't think I could do it.
Carry a kid for them?
Donate.
Obviously
for it.
not. Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
surrogation?
I don't know.
Surrogacy?
Like, what if, like, for example, if you came to me like, yo, man, we just needed some sperm. I like really respect you. Would you be willing to do it? I would be like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm saying
it would
though,
take some convincing.
The thing is, it's really is a lack of black donors out here.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know if I would feel comfortable asking one of my friends that for real, but now that you're saying it, like, that makes the most sense.
You would want someone familiar.
Someone who I give a damn about.
You can ask me about like my familial history and shit. Like what's
Right.
really in my genes. I can
Right.
ask my parents. You have access to me and my family.
So here's the thing. I feel like from my experience, what I would do, I want to have a competition show where a whole bunch of girls audition to have my baby. And I picked the one out.
I mean, that sounds crazy, but I could absolutely see that on Zeus.
Who's good,
On Tubi, for real.
you know, and that's, you know, but realistically, I don't know. I just know I want my kids to have their parent. I want them to know their mother as well. You know what I'm saying? And I want to have a relationship with the mother as well. So it kind of complicates things.
So do you guys want kids? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are your plans as of today? If you were like, what would you want to do to have a kid?
I would like find a surrogate, I guess. If I was ready.
Have you thought about it past that?
What you mean? Like, no?
You say like
No,
I would
I
get a
mean-
surrogate, like that's just, you know, like you going to the grocery store to pick up some eggs. Like you gotta figure out how you gonna get a surrogate, nigga. Like what you
No,
No?
no, I haven't thought of it past
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know the plan, but I mean, obviously, it's clearly getting a donor.
Okay. There's nothing clear to me. I mean, I really don't know.
In my situation.
Adoption, surrogacy,
I'm completely open to adoption. Too.
all of that stuff is very real when it comes to conversations about children in the gay community, because, you know, you're with your same sex, so it's not gonna happen biologically. So that's a very big conversation. It was a good question.
Yeah.
Am I asking? Is this personal?
It is.
I mean,
to me.
the choice and the measure by the way someone goes about it, you know, that is personal. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, it's a conversation that could be had. Now, the more in-depth conversations, of course, is gonna happen with the partner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it's kind of like being that it don't just happen like by freak accidents and nothing like that with us. You know what I'm saying? I think we have a much more higher regard for the whole process. You know,
Yeah.
but it still will happen the way that it's supposed to be happen. However this child comes into my life, I'm going to love them, protect them, and do everything I can to make sure that they're a good human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think that's what any parent would want. Gay, straight, whatever the case may be.
Shout out to that.
Absolutely.
Preach.
Yeah, it's cold hard facts over here.
I guess I kind of thought that y'all would have really thought about it in depth. Like, this is the way that I know I want to do it. I don't know. Just thinking about myself, I feel like I would have to.
I haven't thought about it by myself because I wouldn't want to be a single parent. By me having the luxury, I would want my partner's thoughts on it, and I would pretty much kind of ride with or just kind of go from there to see what they want to do with it and accomplish it as a team because I don't want to be a single parent.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure, this child has a good home and has a whole home.
Word.
No pieces.
What you thinking, Tizzy?
How hard would you have to convince me to be a donor? How hard would you really have to work to get me to do it? Because, I mean, if you can really make a strong, rational argument for me to be like, am I not going to do this because I'm weirded out a little bit because I think it's so personal. But then I don't know if I would want to, like, let anyone have a kid with my sperm before me.
And that's a very real thing. That's fair.
That's a thought.
That's fair.
That's a deep thought.
Who would ever think
Like,
I had to
my first
contemplate
kid,
that?
I can't even have them by junior. Nah, sway.
Even if I
You gotta
don't
wait a
want
little
to, Even
bit.
if I wanted to, like, I can't. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, I mean, you would be a part of the child's life.
That's the plus side about it, TZ. Like, if that was us, right? You would definitely still be around Uncle TZ, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna know the shit out you.
Sure.
But how would that work, though? Because, I mean, custody, I imagine that would, like, be a thing. I mean, I would want my kid with me.
Well, not if you're a donor.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a donor, like, you sign papers for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It would be really challenging for me to not be like a primary decision maker in this kid's life.
Mm.
And I see that that's like a little me. And I'm not his parent, you know what I mean? Like, I agreed to give it up to y'all, and so I would have to really take a back seat. And, like, at best, I'm third option. But you also got family, she got family, so it might be her parents, like her dad before me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't do nothing but sit on the sideline and be like,
Bruh. And then what'll be real fucked up is that, say all of that happened, right? We all good, whatever, and then we broke up. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen, but like, that would be some wild shit because then I gotta fight for custody for my best friend's baby.
or y'all broke up because of me. And then she keep the kid away from you to stick it to me.
Oh my gosh. There's too many possibilities.
Oh, my God.
This is wild.
I never thought I would have to think about these things.
Shit happens.
Struggles of a gay nigga.
That definitely needs to be like a jingle for something. Like at the end of the video. Boom.
Shout out to all my gay niggas.
Was there another topic around the gay thing? Because I just remember in chronological order in my notes, it was like right before that
I
one.
got you, friend. I'll pull it up.
Oh yeah. You got it.
What's something? No, the only. How do y'all feel about gender roles? Then you said funny. I have a normal question I want to bring to the pod, and then think about the fact that we have gays, and so many of my topics feel loaded.
Because it feels like I'm asking this to like ask y'all because y'all gay, but I was really just thinking of it like, I wonder what they think about that. And then I'm like, oh, it's really complicated for them. Like,
Right. Because what are the normal gender roles that you face? Just being a man and a woman.
I don't always want to take out the garbage.
Bruh.
Say that one more time.
I don't always want to take out the garbage. I don't want to be the one responsible for fixing her car.
So look, she
I ain't no
literally-
mechanic, nigga.
She literally just said today, I've made you my personal valet, trash taker out or some shit like that, right? And I'm like, I know, right? But it's fair because I mean she washed all my clothes, like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a fair trade off.
Okay.
She washed all my clothes, she washed the dishes, so like,
So you take out the trash.
take the trash.
Do y'all even have gender roles?
Yeah. And that's you know what's so crazy, Teasy, is that even amongst our community we gotta fight to get women to look at us like women. Like, because I'm masculine presenting, they assume that I want to take out the trash or I want to fix the car. Or I want to do all this other shit. The same shit that you hate doing as a man. They think I'm just going to fall in love with doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Sam don't ever pump your gas.
no. And she don't have to. I pump my own gas. Gender roles.
And that's another thing, like,
I pump her gas.
right, you can't really be in support of double standards and all that, but a lot of gender roles are really based on double standards, honestly. Like, why should you really be pumping her gas but treating her like a lady? Do you consider yourself a lady?
Yes. I'm such a fucking lady.
Say that.
And so what does it mean for her to treat you like a lady?
Oh, she treats me very much so like a lady. You know, she come massaging me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing about me, seeing what I need, seeing how she can support me. You know, I just had a conversation yesterday. I'm like, yo, babe, like, my meter's down here. I ain't got it in me. I just work this double. I'm tired as fuck. She's like, what do I need to help you with your 20% right now? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I need. I need a partner. I don't need no one to treat me like, sometimes treating a woman like a lady means treating her like she's incapable. You know, almost like
That's the double standard I was really thinking of.
Like a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
and
And what she sounds like she does for you is just treat you like a good friend, like a good partner. Like, that's what a good partner
But
is. They
that's what I'm
respect you
saying.
and, you know, support you as a
So-
good friend.
So we, like, I'm not saying that I have those struggles with her as far as understanding gender roles. I'm just saying within our community.
I guess I was asking, like, treat you like a lady. Like, does she open the door for
She
you?
definitely opens the door for me sometimes. Like, I used to always, and Jun know this,
Does she make you? Oh wait, that's a
have a thing where I have to walk on the outside. You know, if I'm with my girl. But if I'm with a nigga, you better walk on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing, right?
I know.
But
I would not think about that with you, Ace. I'm gonna be honest,
she
man.
does her own thing, and she tends to, you know, walk on that outside sometimes. It's not even worth the fight for me saying, oh, you have to walk on this side. She's more than capable of defending herself. Like, if you put her in a fight with somebody else, I think she probably gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that she's incapable. So I definitely had to pull back myself on those and break those down. Like, why is this important for me to do this like this?
Okay, I'm trying to think of some more ladylike things that gentlemen are supposed to do.
You should know. I feel like I'm treated like a lady.
But I mean, that was pretty much my whole thing: opening doors and treating people like human beings.
Yeah, I guess so. Basically.
Oh, paying for things. I guess that's another one.
Oh yeah.
But that's not, again, that's not her treating you like, oh, I guess it would be her treating you like a lady.
Yeah.
I was thinking of it more so as her assuming a masculine role, but I guess the two things don't have to be synonymous. Like, she could just be treating you like a lady
Right.
as a lady.
Right. And that's okay, friend.
So basically, what it is that our gender roles only change within our relationships, but outside of our relationships, our gender roles are normal as your gender roles are.
Yeah, I mean, but I hear that. Thank you for that. But I was thinking about relationships because that's what I was thinking about when I wrote the question, like
Yeah.
in a heteronormative way. Is that the right word? Yeah, heteronormative way.
Yeah,
Like,
that is where it gets
because
complicated.
I don't
And
really like
see,
gender roles, to be honest.
My thing is this, right? So, you know how niggas be like, oh yeah, I want, just run me some bath when I done worked all day, blah, blah, blah. That's the type of treatment that a nigga want.
Really?
And I don't see nothing wrong with running her bath water.
Niggas
I
like
was
to
gonna
take
say,
baths.
We run each other's bath water.
I think that should be a human thing as well.
Exactly. And most things that people consider treating someone like a lady is simply just treating them like a fucking human. And with
No,
respect.
sometimes yes, but sometimes again, like, why am I opening your door for you?
As a man.
Because I'm capable of opening my door, but I literally, sometimes I pause.
Yeah, and it's like, cool, whatever.
It's like, boop, opens.
But why am I again taking out the garbage? I can only think of these cliche things. I'm having like, why am I pulling out your chair for you?
Yeah, we not.
Why am I doing it besides the damsel in distress?
I don't think it's the damsel in
Stereotype.
distress. It's more so you are attentive and caring and taking the initiative to provide for her needs. No, she don't need you to open the door for her. She's more than capable, but you are so intuitive and intentional and taking the initiative to get there to the door first and open it for her.
Okay.
You plan to lead. You plan to provide. That's what's in y'all nature, quote unquote.
Don't say shit like that to me, man. That make me want to be argumentative. That make me just want to start arguing about shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's what they say men are here for. I don't like
Lead
that
and
for real.
provide.
To protect and provide.
Uh-uh.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Oh.
What are women here for?
You know what?
Somebody tell me, man. Is it not
before
the same
we get
thing?
into that, man, my shit was lit. I'm talking about over 100 comments when I posted, and it wasn't even my original post or anything. Somebody said, if men didn't exist, who would protect y'all? And then ...
What?
Protect us from who? Right? And I have a whole thread of niggas bashing women at some point. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't all, but just sitting up here saying, oh, we provide, protection from all the elements, from this, from that, from, all this and that. Like, bro, that's what women do too. Women provide y'all first home in their own fucking body. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in time, the biggest threat to women is men. Is other men. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Statistically, she's not wrong.
I'm not here to argue.
So I'll say this.
Good vibes only.
How do we get?
I feel like, right, I'm going to swing it back just a little bit. I feel like the whole conversation of a man treating a woman like a lady and gender roles in general, back in the days, like in the early 1800s, 1900s, it was all about courtship. Ladies were such ladies. Like, you were always a virgin. You couldn't even kiss guys. Like, there was always supervision. Men and women were not allowed to do things the way that we are doing it now.
Women
So-
couldn't touch doors because it would actually get them dirty, and like they had on white gloves
it was
and makeup
based
and shit.
in a lot of that. And so that whole gentlemanly thing and having chivalry, it's all rooted in just the way things were. It's just our washed down version of it. Like, it's been in, all the generations trying to keep it. Hopefully chivalry does not die. But that's where I think it comes from.
Yeah, definitely though. Like within my community, we're not. Well, it does get kind of confusing. Where opening doors, I guess we kind of do that for each other. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in situations where I guess somebody opened the door for me, even though I try to open it for them, and gets kind of weird. Like in a sense like that, it definitely does. But yeah. Anyways, I forgot what else I was about to say.
John, I'll piggyback off that. In a relationship with another feminine woman, it's like that. Like, we're both doing things for each other. It's like, who's going to do? Who's not going to do it? It's like a give and go. But I've noticed in relationships with a more masculine woman, yeah, like, I'm being treated like a lady and she's doing the masculine thing. So we assume those gender roles as well.
For sure.
It happens.
But yeah, we're not pulling out no chairs or nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the last
no.
time I seen nobody
Yeah.
pull out a chair.
Yeah, but
Nobody.
I do it.
you do, no.
Yeah.
But I think, with that, I would do it,
Seem
or I
like-
think it's good to do it for the person that you love, on those certain occasions. And if you're doing it all the time, then by all means, you know what I'm saying, do it because you love it, for sure.
Yeah. Again, what are we doing with these gender roles? What are we perpetuating? And I think women like it, and it's just like, again, I hate when I go into my women shouldn't like this bag. I hate telling women what they shouldn't like, but it just seems like it's demeaning. In all honesty, it really seems demeaning.
I don't see it as demeaning. I see it as you taking like some stress away from me, doing something for me, treating me like, a lady. And I guess some women don't like it though, because I'm not the only woman on this earth. And I know not everyone has my opinion of it. To me, I don't mind being treated like a delicate flower because that's what I feel like I am.
You
I
think,
can defend myself. I have an opinion and all of these things. But in the dynamic with my man, that's how I like to feel, like soft life.
did you say you said it was demeaning to pull out the chairs and stuff? Is that what you were saying?
To make that the expectation, like as a woman, this is how you should treat me. Treat me as a human being. Like, don't this over the top stuff.
Right.
I think it could give men and people the impression that you need to be taken care of. That's all I'm saying. I feel you want to be treated really nicely and live a soft life. And I hear that. How about someone just really like support you in a real way and not in these like just traditional ways? Which I think, speaking for myself, I try to do. You know what I mean? I try to like make it real worldly, like actually make dinner for you and shit like that, and not lean on the gender role that you should have to do it all the time, or I actually clean up or whatever the fuck. Like, I try to actually make real life good, which I think is important. But I mean, I have no problem with all this gentlemanly shit. I just think it's
That's where I think it
unnecessary.
finds a natural balance, especially within female to female relationships, because again, to run a household successfully, X, Y, and Z got to get done. Somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of us or both of us. You know what I'm saying? Or the shit just not gonna get done. And I don't think that I'm at a point in my relationship or in my life that I'm allowing people to not bring, something to the table when they enter into a relationship with me. You don't have to make me feel like this damsel in distress, but do recognize that I am indeed a motherfucking lady. You feel me?
Yeah.
I have my soft ways. I like my feet massaged too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, I get in that kitchen and I throw the fuck down. You know what I mean? But it's all about humanity. It's all about treating me like a fucking human and treating me like a partner. That's who I want to be in relationship with. You know what I'm saying? Someone who is all about helping get X, Y, and Z done so we can run this household successfully.
So y'all don't really fuck with gender roles for real.
I'm not limited to them. I'm not limited by them. I'm not limited in my thinking or appreciation for them.
Yeah. What she said.
Before we leave this topic, I had asked you earlier, what are women's roles? You had said men's role is to protect and provide. I was curious. No one like
I was
throws out
only
what
saying
women's
that
role
because
is
that's what
frequently.
men say.
I feel like women's role.
Take care of the house.
If we're gonna like put it, yeah, if we're gonna like put it in like some little short phrases, I would say to nurture and give life. Like nurturing is the part of taking care of the house and doing all these things to keep the household steady and to caring for your family, all of that. That's a part of the woman gender role, and obviously having babies. It's very real that women are here for that.
Now, my only thing is, as far as when it comes to having babies, is that it's women out here who, for whatever medical reasons, can't have babies. And when we say that that's their role, I feel like it, to me, if that was me, I feel like it would take a stripe of my womanhood away. For y'all to limit my womanhood to me being able to have a kid or not. What if I don't want kids? You know, or what if I just can't have kids? Does this make me less of a woman?
I hear that.
No, it doesn't. So, but at the same time, what about those men that want to be women?
Are we
Can't
talking about
have kids.
transgenders, or are we talking about men who be flexing?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Wait,
I'm
what?
talking about transgenders. I'm talking about transgenders. Absolutely. Let's put a title on it. I'm definitely talking about transgenders though, because they can't do none of that either, and they would like to be classified as women or transgender women, but not females, but as women. But they can't do all of that. But does that take anything from them?
My thing is this. Woman is the title for the adult female. Right? Being born a certain thing, like you're a girl first. You feel me? But either way, whether you're a girl or a woman, is female. Right? So I think female is what responds to the gender that they are. But womanhood, is something completely, I'm not going to say all the way completely different, but it's other layers to that attribute to womanhood. And so therefore, if transgenders want to identify as women, they are very well within their right, especially if they're of adult age. You know what I'm saying? These aren't little girls, quote unquote. These are women making grown-up adult decisions on who they want to be. Now, I know it's been a whole lot of talk about, heteronormative women not liking the title of cisgendered women and everything like that. But I mean, everything else got to get a title to identify it. You know what I'm saying?
But why does it need a title when it is already is what it is? Female and women. Why got to be cis women?
Right. Why don't you just identify as
biological-
female?
Right, or
Right?
biological
Or
women.
male.
Yeah.
Female or male. Now, when you talking about my womanhood, that's something different. I got a whole lot of manhood in me, too. If we being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A whole lot of manhood, too.
Okay.
But you can't put my womanhood by my sexuality. Because it's not limited to just my sex organ.
Oh, nice. I like how you put that. I'm with that. All right.
What does it mean to be a woman?
Oof.
It's complicated.
It's complex.
Because I want to say,
What?
me myself as a female, heteronormative woman,
A cis female.
female.
Biological woman.
I say it's complicated myself. I feel like to be a woman, you need to have been born with a uterus. But then that then negates all of the trans women who don't have a uterus. Or the women who were born with one but had to get it removed because of medical issues. I don't want to make that what being a woman is.
Right.
So that's why I say it's complicated.
I would say So hood, right? Like any other hood, neighborhood or whatever, it's a state of being. It's a state of being a woman. So if you feel like a woman, if you want to, it's a mind thing because I think, therefore I am. So that's completely up to that person to identify exactly what it is. It can't be measured. It can't be manufactured. It's not a one size fits all definition for womanhood. But I do believe, and it's like it's so many things that's oxymoronic to each other, because it's this whole soft thing, but at the same time, you got these soft women who ain't scared to get hard when it needs to be hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just so it's not all of them just being soft and delicate and everything like that. It's everything that encompasses that woman. Everything that makes her be her.
Okay. I have another question. What does womanhood mean to you? What does your womanhood mean to you?
I think one of my major traits that I feel makes me womanly is my nurturing. The way that I care about people, the way that I try to teach people, the way that I try to love on people. You know what I'm saying? I think my womanhood, like, whereas manhood goes direct, straight paths, mine's is the ebbs and flows. That's what I think womanhood is to me. It's the finer things. It's the motion. It's the force. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Huh.
I'm going to ask you manhood-wise next, by the way. I asked what does their womanhood mean to them. I'm going to ask you.
What my manhood mean to me?
Yeah. Since we're talking about gender roles and such.
Mm-hmm. My womanhood. I don't know. I feel like it lies in my femininity. Definitely nurturing, like you said, just like the way that I am, the way that I carry myself. Things that I've gone through in my life as a woman, the way that I live my life, the things that I'm like, situations where I've been objectified, just my walk in a woman's life, like what I've gone through in my life. It's my womanhood to me.
Interessante.
Gosh, I just want to try so hard to be not ignorant, but I can't help it. Because I'm like, my manhood, like, I feel like that's when somebody, like, they take your, you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
No, I don't.
Somebody take your manhood. No.
Oh my God, John, please get out of here. I thought you was going to say when somebody like try you or something.
Basically.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I mean.
I guess the ultimate try.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So no mind. That's not for the pod. That's a different conversation.
But what does it mean to you? Like, what does your manhood mean to you?
I don't know, TZ, you go first.
I was actually asking everybody this to get a better understanding because I honestly don't believe in any of that shit. Like, I think that's just a real... Like, I never think of myself in terms of my manhood ever.
Yeah.
And what a man... I think about what a man means to me all the time, and I have no answer. Because everything that I think is just, like, really being a good person, bro. It's not about male or female. It's not about me providing or can I build a fucking house. Like, nigga, a real man quote unquote, has to be able to nurture a woman, has to be able to take care of a kid, has to be able to like nurture himself, like build a life. Nurturing, I think I'm the one that really provides life. Ain't nobody having a kid without a sperm cell. But
No,
again, y'all say womanhood is nurturing and bringing life or whatevs. I asked all that to say all that shit is superficial, I think.
Because when you say nurturing, I do think that is like more supposed to be like a woman's job.
So they say. I think that's the propaganda that they putting out.
Yeah.
But I think every real woman wants a nurturing man. Do they not? Do they not want somebody who can support them, who gonna be willing to rub their feet, cook a meal for them when they just work the double? Do they they don't want to have to be the one to take care of the kid all the time.
Yeah.
I have to be able to do it, and they want to be able to believe that they're gonna take care of the kids well, not just be like an animatronic dad. Like, be emotionally vulnerable for these kids and nurturing for these kids.
Yeah.
Be there because I can't do it all.
Absolutely.
And again, it's just like I figure everything that I want in a woman is what I have to be able to give to a woman. And that involves me being all the things that I think people say is womanly. And I don't know, man. Sometimes I need you to protect me too. Like, I might be in a situation where it's not like a physical harm that is about us, but some type of neurological, psychological or emotional. Like, we might be in the kitchen or at a family function with your family and your mom and aunts surround me, and I don't know. It get deep.
Or we're at a restaurant and they gave you the wrong thing and you don't want to say nothing, and I'm gonna say something.
I don't know. Again, I don't know. It's just, my point is, I think it's really just about being a good person.
Yeah.
Manhood is much more, in my opinion, than being able to protect and provide. And it really make me feel like a pay slave when women say shit like that. Like, y'all really just want us to provide a home for y'all to live in and make sure that don't nobody run up in this house and fuck with us. I'm here.
That's horrible.
I bring much more to the table, and I expect
like
much more from you. So don't.
I agree with you, TZ, and I'm so glad that you think that way of yourself, and you're testament to the type of niggas that I have in my life. And then it's other niggas out there, and these niggas, like, they subject themselves. Oh, I can pay you. I can buy all the pussy I want. I can do this, and they make it so that this is the way that men are identified. Okay, since you don't want to build a family no more, and you want to just trick off, I'm gonna trick off. That's, the mentality of today. A lot of today's women with today's men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not just with the women with the men. It's everybody. Anybody trying to trick off is gonna be a trick out there trying to trick off on them.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think that's also Atlanta culture as well. Like, I think the men here really see game as what they can't provide financially. And so I can't be mad at women for, like, growing up here being like, well, it got to be about what I can get out of these niggas. And they feed into it. So it's just ever.
I think everybody's feeding into it. Even with the dudes who are the ones who are throwing out all of this money or whatever and not throwing it out in a way to build.
Yeah, well, it's more than that. I guess I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. It's more than that. Womanhood is about more than, I think, as we're all said, carrying a baby or being fucking nurturing. Like, women, I need to be able to believe that I can depend on you to make decisions. All right? You need to be fucking smart. You need to be able to take care of yourself as well if any bad thing ever happens as life does. Like, I need to know that you are responsible enough to make decisions. Financially, emotionally, personally, fucking professionally, all that shit. Like, I don't know, man. And again, of course, I'm a millennial as well, so I never really saw a woman as not being able to contribute to a household as well. Like, all the women I know, single moms or my younger peers, like, bitch, you always had a job. If you got a job, you don't contribute to where you live?
Yep.
That's another tangent I can go on. But
and so too, I wanted to ask you, how do you identify as, or is it like them, they?
She, her.
She, her. Because I've always identified with you as, to me, you've always been like a she, her in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like you just dressed.
Yeah,
Like
I'm definitely she, her. Now I do
Can I-
go off on a tangent sometime and call myself daddy sometime, you know. Different shit like that,
Yes.
you know.
Well,
I didn't even take it.
I was just about to say, more me telling women what they should think. I think you're a they, bro. I think you're a they. Because
I
just like
think-
you're a she, her in her femininity, as you said, sometimes you call yourself daddy. I call you bro all the time, and I really mean it as bro. I think you're a stereotypical they.
But they don't sound right in sentences unless you're talking about plurals.
I disagree.
That is so true, bro. That's how we was raised. But okay, so you know what? Just I'm gonna go off topic a little bit. Yeah, never mind. I'll wait. It's cool.
Good.
Nothing.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll bring it up later.
Is it a pop culture topic?
Kinda. Nah, I mean it's really about it's in relation to the concert. So
Go ahead, run it.
well, when I was at Beyonce concert, I had seen something that she had put up there on the screen, and it was like imagination is more important than knowledge. And so you had just said something that made me go into it. What made me think about it though?
That she's a they.
I can't remember how I was gonna tie it.
Oh, did I call myself daddy?
Right, but I can't remember how I was gonna tie it into that though. I forgot.
As you think of a thing, that's what you are, something like that, versus what you know, like it ain't no limits.
Right, like it's the imagination of
Yeah.
something of but I forgot I was gonna tie it in.
What's the thinking behind that? Imagination is more important than knowledge. That sounds like something only a creative artist would say.
Yeah, like I believe that though, because I feel like that knowledge and the knowledge that so okay, boom. So how they use it in the sentence, and that's how we was taught in school and everything like that. So the knowledge is a way of controlling, I feel like, by them giving us the information of how they want us to speak or whatever, what they want us to believe or abide by, or the type of structure, versus us not having our own mind or our own imagination to think outside of the box and be who we want to be and be creators in that whole aspect as well. Because these people, somebody else just created the words, the way that we should talk. You know, all these things before they existed, they started all as thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So, which was in our imagination.
Okay. Heard you.
My whole thinking behind the they and them is that usually when I'm talking about they, I'm talking about an oppressor.
The ops.
No.
I'm just saying. A hater, a op, somebody. Somebody that's against me. Them against us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm not trying to identify as that for real.
Heard you.
Yeah, pass him that one first. Pass her that one first.
I think I'm good. I got any other thoughts on this? Y'all niggas done shook the table.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, thank you.
No, okay, I have one more thing. We're talking about the gender roles.
Gender roles is how they control us.
I feel if we say that protecting and providing is only a masculine thing, you did mention single mothers. They protect and provide.
Yes,
Like
they do.
literally, they play the role of
a
both father and mother. And
They
a lot
do.
of times on Father's Day, they're like, "My mom is both my mom and dad," because like literally, there was the only parent that was in the household.
Yeah, for a
So
long
you can't say that's only masculine.
time, I used to get my mom something for Mother's Day and Father's Day too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And my whole thing behind that is because it's a whole trail of men that has this platform that's constantly degrading women who are in their masculine eras and everything, but forgetting that they had to be defensive. And we've been, not only that, we black women have been defending our men since they brought us over here together. We was already over here, but since they brought us on them boats and chains over here, we've been praying, crying, trying to go to master on your behalf, getting kidnapped, you know what I'm saying, and raped by master just to protect you, you know what I'm saying, black men. So we always had a certain love for y'all, but that shit is hurting when, you know, because I dress masculine, that guys fail to treat me as the woman that I have been and the woman that I am and the woman that I have been through his history. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all forget where we done loved y'all for real. We really did fucking love y'all. But they say, oh, you just trying to bring up gender wars, Ace. No, I'm not. Love us better, nigga. I want y'all to do better.
I mean, I'm sorry, Ace. I was thinking that. Because I don't even know how to respond. Like, yes. And because I don't want to always just disagree and, like, defend men immediately. But, geez, man. You just had such bad experiences with men. I can't. Every man isn't terrible. That's all I'm saying. And you always take it to, like, the negative aspect of men.
But I also feel like, let me let you know about this shit. You know, you a different type of nigga. I see how you treat, you know what I'm saying, your girl and everything like that. And again, that's why you in my inner circle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about any nigga that's in the close vicinity of me.
Mm-hmm.
If you was a trashy ass nigga like the niggas that I be talking about, we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I'm telling you, because just how these niggas, so on the post, it was all of this, all men ain't like this, all men ain't like this. All right, we hear y'all. But as soon as this nigga started calling a girl bitches and hoes and all of this, y'all got hush mouth. Y'all gave 100-some comments about how y'all protect and provide and everything like that. But we can't even get protection from fucking verbal abuse.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, for sure.
I'm telling you so you don't be like that. Don't be a fuckboy. I'm holding you accountable to that because you ain't one.
Heard you.
He's honestly a blessing. I won't lie. Like, it's surprising to hear where you stand on, like, just the gender roles and, like, chivalry and stuff, because you do it so well. And, like, this is one of my first relationships where I've been treated like this. So it's, like, interesting.
Wow.
To your point, when you said it earlier, you enjoy it because it's somebody just being nice.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's really what the courtship is about. And I want you to feel good with me, so I'll just do the nice things.
Yeah, pulling out the chair and stuff.
It's still, like,
It's just
So unnecessary.
I don't have to do this.
But
that's the representative.
I'm also a big person on gestures. I believe a gesture is all about doing something that you don't have to do just because.
Yeah, just because.
So, sure.
Yeah, because you look at me crazy when I pull my own chair. I'm like, oh, I done forgot. Not used to this.
What you doing, girl? Okay. That's what's up, man. There's something else I wanted to say too, but
Ace almost got me to argue with her today. You're trying to get me. They think I'm the argumentative one. They think it's me.
You did
Not
get
today.
hot for a second. I'm
Not
like,
today,
what's
buddy.
triggering this man?
Not today.
okay.
Damn, he just not today something me.
Tomorrow?
Because I forget what we was talking about. You just made it to some shit that niggas be doing. I'm like, oh, man.
Because niggas.
And I'm sure it's true. Again, like I said last pod. Hey,
I'm sure it's true.
you say facts. But what you mean, though? Because it feel like you mean all niggas are like that. That's what it be feeling like. But yeah, I know you say not everybody is like that.
Everybody knows it's never all niggas, all bitches, all anybody. It's always exceptions and aberrations.
All right.
It's always exceptions to the rule.
I just want you to hear that I think it would be nice to hear you bring up more positive examples of males. That would make me feel good. If that's not your experience and you
Bro,
can't do it, I can't
Let me
make you.
salute you then, because you are a positive example of a male.
Thank you, man.
You want me to just talk about you all pod?
No, because that's the thing. I think it's more than just me. It's
Yeah.
not just me and John and Los. Like, we ain't the only good niggas in the world. It's real, like, real men out here.
Yes.
It's real, like, human beings that are males that are, like, good people.
Or that do good stuff for their women and everything like that. But that's
Yeah,
the thing,
man.
though.
All right, so
But if that's
I
not
do
your
got-
experience, I can't make
got
that
a
be.
positive example. You know, I had a customer buy me some wings, you know, earlier this week.
He was a man.
He was a man, just because of good customer service.
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
man.
for real?
So shout out to him.
Bring that up again in the positive.
For real. But no, but I've been thinking that though. I've been wondering like, why is it though that
Did I have so many negative ones?
no, not that that okay, why is it that we only glorify the negativity though instead of the positive? Because there are more positive examples that we don't celebrate, or like how we don't, or public display people who are being like nurturing, or you know what I'm saying, those type of examples of a black man or a man period just doing that. I never seen a whole lot of that growing up.
So why? What example you done seen this week?
Of a man being doing some nurturing shit.
Nurturing, positive, anything like that.
I mean,
What example of a woman you done seen doing some nurturing, positive shit?
I mean, Beyonce had Blue Ivy on stage.
Okay, so you know you got a whole Rolodex of shit you about to pull out your ass. I already know it.
Yeah.
And this is why. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got one.
Go ahead.
My dad reached out to me and just said, "Hey, long lost son, what's up with you? How you doing?"
Amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nurturing.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
True that.
And it took me hours to write him back.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But to his nurturing point, he know me. He ain't even write me back. He just was, I feel like he just did it to like, hey, I'm
Let them
thinking
know
of
you
you.
thinking of you. And that's cool. That's dope. I respect that.
Yeah, my dad called me too, but he like to talk on the phone, and I don't like to talk on the phone. I prefer to text, so I still gotta call him back, man. Love you, Dad.
I was gonna say,
That men are the superior race.
boy, shut that shit up.
Superior race,
you did
gender.
say
He
some
trying to
loaded
get me to fight on that episode.
You did say some loaded stuff though.
Now I was gonna say like this is what kind of irks me about dudes, right? Because they'll go out here, they'll have these women and get pregnant with them or whatever like that. Then the relationship turns sour, but they with the kid or whatever like that. These niggas literally be using the kid to go get more bitches and have more babies and make more broken homes.
What?
Modeling
I
with
was-
the
Who
kid.
be doing that? Who be doing that?
This.
I wish you could
I
have.
guess it's real life.
But
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, why do you have to
doing
give us
that?
such a negative example?
Who be doing
Whatever we
that?
were just talking about, why did you just turn
Listen.
it to something so negative, bro?
Because you,
I thought it was gonna be a positive, him taking his kid and doing something with it.
But this
No,
what I'm saying.
just
It's
doing it
like
for more
they
bitches.
turn it into something negative. It's never, oh, I'm just doing this for the kid to do this for the kid. They literally go out and be modeling to do this shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna go take this kid in a something full of bitches, you know, just so they can see
What
me
if-
with my kid.
What if they're just using things that they have to their advantage? Women like kids, so if I got one, well, I'm gonna not bring them around the bitches. What you want me to do?
That's a positive. That's a win-win.
What you want me to do? Like,
It is a win-win, but I'm like, who be doing that though? For real?
Niggas,
No, bro.
yes.
Well, I guess.
can we move on?
Come on.
Be watching
I have a
niggas
question
pose with
for
their
the group.
babies.
Oh my gosh. Y'all know this isn't the episode yet.
Yeah. We
We
need
at
to
an
start
hour.
this shot clock. Come on, for real, because I do
Because I
gotta
have
work.
a question for the group. Can we dive in? Oh wait, the shot clocks.
We diving in after this.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, she
These
fucked it up.
millennials with their opinions.
That's supposed to
and
be
their
after the shot clock.
podcasts. Every
here
one
now.
of them
We
has
here now.
We here now.
podcasts nowadays.
You just said let's
Hey,
dive in.
you know
We
what
an hour
everybody got
in.
opinion,
Does that
buddy?
mean I can take this shot?